So starting where I left off, the 17th question we were discussing, which of the following will best describe the scientific inquiry that seeks to understand the acceptability and functionality of a health program? Basic science research, translational research, clinical research, or implementation research. So let me discuss all of them one by one. First of all, basic science research. This explores fundamental biological or physiological processes, not program implementation. So that is excluded. Then number two is translational research. This bridges a gap between basic science and clinical application, that is bench to bedside clinics. It's broader and includes moving discoveries into practice, but doesn't focus specifically on program acceptability or functionality. Then C is basically clinical research. It involves testing treatments or interventions in controlled settings, mainly focused on the efficacy, that is a maximal response that can be elicited by a drug, and safety, not the real world implementation. Then finally, option D, that is implementation research. This focuses on understanding how to adopt, number one, implement, number two, and number three, sustain health interventions and programs effectively in the real world settings. It examines acceptability, feasibility, fidelity, and sustainability, which are key to the functionality and uptake of a health program. Then moving on to the 18th question. The following statements describe confounding and effect modification. Which of the statement is correct? In a study of relationship between coffee drinking and oropharyngeal cancer, smoking is a confounder. Yes, it is. That is what I was talking to you about. Confounder. Yes, it is a confounder. Then in a study to explore relationship between hepatitis B infection and post-infection hepatic sequelae, that is the effect on the liver, habit of alcohol drinking acts as an effect modifier, and patients with this habit may be excluded from the study. Yes, definitely. So when we are exploring a relationship between hepatitis B infection and post-infection hepatic, alcohol drinking can act as an effect modifier. It can modify the hepatic sequelae or the complications in the liver. So it may be excluded. A and B both are correct. Then 19th question is issues regarding shipment of samples and transfer of data outside the country are examined by regulatory review. Please remember, any foreign funding, anything at all, is always is seen by anything international goes under regulatory review. Rest, ethics review, scientific review, none. No, the answer is regulatory review. Just remember, international level you are seeing anything, it will be seen on a regulatory review. Then which of the following disciplines contribute to health research? Biomedical research, yes. Biostatistics, yes. Social science research, yes. And all of the above also. Then which of the following best describes a study done in a laboratory setting using animals? Translational research, bench-based research, theoretical research, or preventive research? The answer is bench-based research, okay, in the laboratory setting using animals. Then which of the following review is not essential before initiating a clinical trial? Scientific review, yes, it is initial. I did a scientific review. I reviewed the literature. I reviewed a lot of scientific publications, around 200, 300. Peer review is not important. Regulatory review, yes. Ethics review also, yes. Then which of the following is not a type of study design? Qualitative study, yes, it is a design. Observational, yes. Retrospective, yes. Translational study is not a study design. Then not correct regarding errors in a health research. Number first, random error is due to chance. Yes, it is due to chance. Correct. Systematic error due to bias, I told you already. Random errors can be eliminated by improving study design. No, not at all. Random errors can be eliminated by improving study design. It is not correct regarding errors in a health research. And bias distorts the study results in one direction. Yes, this is true. But this random errors can be eliminated by improving study design. This is not correct because it is a error by chance. Bias can be eliminated or decreased by increasing the sample size, but random errors occur due to chance. So answer is C. Then state whether true or false. Assigning roles and responsibilities to the team members is one of the fundamental principles of a research. Yes, the answer to that is true. And this brings us to an end. I'll be talking to you about the questions later. Bye.